What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Commish, coming to you here from my lovely filming studio that is not a studio. This week's going to be kind of boring, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bummed out because we had something super cool planned. It was really fun to do. Kind of experimenting with some things, but technology decided to be shitty. And so here I am making this video at the last minute. So we're able to keep these weekly recaps alive. Hopefully we are able to kind of put some things together again next week to bring you something special, bring you something new, improved. But we'll see what happens. I can't promise anything, especially with technology. You'd think by now they would have figured it out, how to make it work all the time. But alas, here we are, 2022, and technology still sometimes wants to be shitty. It's awful. Anyway, let's get into the weekly recap. Let's start first with Modelo's Most Wanted, beating Friday Night Splash 101-77. Modelo's Most Wanted has once again failed to get production from their superstar skill position players, but they have nothing to fucking complain about. They were once again led by Justin Herbert in their defense. They may be 2-1, but they have not looked the part of a team that is supposed to be amongst the league's best. However, they don't get to complain because Friday Night Splash has started the season 0-3. Finally saw some signs of life from Cam Akers, who scored his first touchdown. And despite that, like I said, Friday Night Splash 0-3. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams kind of address the future, both immediate and long-term future. See if there are any trades. See if Ben decides to break his year-long, I guess year-plus long, tradeless streak. We were able to reach Trev for a quote, and here it is. It's better to win ugly than to lose pretty. Something needs to change in this locker room. Some guys have earned more opportunities while others will be limited. Guys aren't clicking right now. Nobody is off limits in trade talks. So if you're looking to make a deal, looks like Trev's your guy. Nobody is off limits. Is he going to ask an astronomical price for these guys? Of course he will. But they're not off limits, supposedly. I bet Justin Herbert is. Anyway, next matchup. Just Jalen losing to Phil the Thrill. Phil the Thrill was able to overcome another dominating performance from Jalen Hurts. He is putting up numbers, everybody. Pay attention. Phil the Thrill relied on a balanced attack as they had 6 players scoring in double digits in this matchup, led by the Broncos defense, which surprisingly seems to be the only fantasy-relevant thing in Denver. Russ has sucked. Thus, Cortland Sutton, not doing great. Jerry Jeudy, I don't know what the fuck is going on with him. KJ Hamler, he's been injured. It makes sense. Tim Patrick, injured, obviously. We all knew this. Albert O. I don't know what's going on there. Fuck, even the running backs. I got Javonte and Melvin. Neither one of them are really doing anything special. Hopefully that changes this week because I turned down a lot of really good trades for Javonte Williams. Anyway, just Jalen has a lot of young talent that continues to shine as Drake London and Chris Olave were once again able to put up double-digit numbers on the week. We were able to reach both Levi and Eric for quotes. Levi's first because he's a loser. Sorry, the loser in this matchup, not a loser. His quote, in the wise words of the 76ers, trust the process. Maybe pick a different team to steal quotes from because they still haven't won a championship. And from Eric, handled business. Boom. Love it. Short, sweet, right to it. That's all you need to say. Let's move on. Next we'll come back to that one. I don't want to talk about that one right now. Next we'll have Bad Mother Tucker winning closely against Kissing Cousins. Bad Mother Tucker was able to squeak out a win again this week on the back of Lamar Jackson, who has to be I don't know. Is he like getting surgery on his back every week? Like, how is his back not breaking? What's going on? Lamar has accounted for 40% of Bad Mother Tucker's points this season. 40. One player. 40%. It's crazy. They're sitting at 2-1. This team could be dangerous if they're able to get some other guys on the team to contribute. But, until then, it's all relying on Lamar. Kissing Cousins was once again held up by the Cordero Patterson. Disappointing performances from Gabe Davis, Gerald Everett, and the Giants' defense were the biggest factors that led to Kissing Cousins taking the L this week. It's a team that continues to scrap and has been very competitive this season so far. We were not able to reach Eric for comment again. I imagine he's sticking with the whole fuck off mantra for the season. Steven, however, had this to say: I've lost all confidence in myself as a manager. I really need a few of the young guys to step up and become dependable so I don't have to guess on all 6 skill positions every week. It's tough. That is a tough position to be in. You've won one, so, you've guessed right at least once. Statistically, I guess. Is that your one time for the year? I really hope not. Otherwise, it's going to be a long year. Hopefully we get some good guesses there. Hopefully we guess more often. And up next, we have Skull Purple Nurples and worst to slightly better. In a battle of teams who are looking for their first win of the season, the newly named worst to slightly better were able to knock off the Skull Purple Nurples. Worst to slightly better were led by the man, the myth, the Yeti, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was able to return to his form this week. Big performance of the week, however, did not come from the Yeti. It came from Mac Hollins, who was signed to worst to slightly better Sunday morning. Early Sunday morning, he was signed, put right in the starting lineup, finished with 23 points to lead the team in scoring. As for Skull Purple Nurples, the nightmare start of the season continues. It cannot stop anybody. That defense is porous. They are the fourth leading scoring team in the league. However, they are number one by far on points against. They are just that defense is worse than Nebraska's. All right, that's how bad it is. It is awful. The only team in our league to give up 400 plus points so far this year. Just getting absolutely bamboozled defensively. And this week, obviously, Justin Jefferson scoring 1.4 fantasy points. Gonna be a rough week when that happens. Tough to think you might win when your best player has 1.4. Skull Purple Nurples must put their heads down, keep grinding, and hope the ball bounces their way in the future. I hope it doesn't, because it's quite funny seeing the downfall of Ostie. Up next, we have Team Barrett Peanut losing its first game of the year to Tight End Factory Reincarnated. Many would wonder how Team Barrett Peanut would be able to handle the quarterback situation after losing Trey Lance. And the answer to that question is ugly. Justin Fields only able to put up 4 points on the week, but that's the only option he has at quarterback besides the habitual sexual assaulter Deshaun Watson. Not going to give him any more airtime. You throw in disappointing performances from Alvin Kamara and David Montgomery leaving the game with an injury. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be a disappointing week. On the other side, Tight End Factory was led by a 3-headed attack of Derek Carr, Devontae Smith, and obviously a tight end, Mark Andrews. Add 16 points from their defense, and nobody else on their team scored more than 6.5. But those four positions led the way for Tight End Factory as they were able to secure their first win on the season. And neither Preston nor Corey were able to be reached for comment. And now we will go back up to the worst game of the week, and a game I don't want to talk about at all. But, I've talked a lot of shit. And so I was due. I was due for this. Talked a lot of shit, put a lot of shit out there, and it's, starting to come back on me. Trailing Park Girls beating Sutton on TDs 116-83. Absolutely abysmal showing. Trailing Park Girls was able to put up another strong performance this week, led by a cast of characters: Josh Allen, Nick Chubb, Najee Harris, and Jalen Waddle. Not surprising. Besides Waddle, I guess. We're all able to put up double-digit numbers to overcome 3 players who didn't score more than 5. Trailing Park Girls sits atop the league at 3-0. Oh, excuse me. And looks to keep things rolling next week as they play Modelo's Most Wanted in what could possibly be the game of the week. In their biggest game of the season, Sutton on TDs, completely laid an egg. Yeah, we did. Much anticipated return of George Kittle was shitty because Jimmy G sucks ass. Sorry, he doesn't suck ass per se. He sucks like right under the ass. So not quite ass, but like right under ass area. Upper back thigh, that area, right under. You know that like little crease right under your ass, right where your ass and your thigh meet, right there. That's where Jimmy G sucks. He's not quite sucking ass, but real close. Anyway, Aaron Jones struggled again. Struggled against the tough Tampa Bay defense. I got my work cut out for me trying to find a lineup that works, because so far this season, I start a player, they do bad, I bench them, and then someone on my bench does well, and then I swap them, and then they swap performances. So we'll have to figure some stuff out. Here's a quote from Seth on the game. Thought this week was going to be my first real challenge. Yeah, I really thought so too. Not real challenge. I thought it was going to whoop your ass, Seth. But apparently, my team thought otherwise. My team wanted to make me put my foot in my mouth. Anyway, guess that will be coming this coming week as I face the Most Wanted. Here's my quote, and I will tell you this. I wrote this quote Sunday night. Sunday night. The game wasn't over. It was like before Sunday Night Football. I still had people playing. And I wrote this because I knew. And I had to make one edit. I had to make one edit to this. And I will let you know that at the end. Here is my quote that was written Sunday evening before the Sunday night game. This was an absolutely horrendous showing. I'm disappointed in our effort, especially defensively. Scored -5 points. Fuck you, Chargers. Fucking hate you. Having only 2 starters meet or exceed their prediction is abysmal. There's going to be a lot of stairs run this week. Every single player running up and down that fucking stadium. I don't give a shit who you are. If you're Pat Mahomes, nope, get your ass running. Javonte, get your ass running. You're disappointing me so far this year. Fucking Christian Kirk, you've been surprised, but you're fucking running too. I don't give a shit. I don't even recognize this team. I don't even recognize the team that took the field this week. I do not. This is unlike anything I've seen from this team. It's truly upsetting, and action must be taken. Every single player is going to be reevaluated. Every single coach on our coaching staff is going to be reevaluated. We got to make changes. Changes will be made. We'll see what happens. It was a fucking shit week for me, fantasy-wise. I got really worked up there. Ugh. I guess that's what makes this good, though, right? You know what that shows? That shows my dedication to the league. That's what it shows. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping about it. I am tripping. I'm tripping because my team sucks ass last week. I better fucking win this week. But I'm not tripping about me being like this. I'm not tripping about that. That shows dedication. Shows I'm bought in to building the best dynasty there is. Best dynasty this world's ever seen. That's it for your weekly recap. I got nothing else for you. Next week, I'm really hoping I figure out technology, or technology figures itself out, because we had a doozy, an absolute doozy of a weekly recap for you. Unfortunately, audio sucked. Camera shit was all messed up. So I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it. Hopefully, though, next week, I'll be able to do it. Coming off a win, I think I played Tight End Factory Reincarnated, so I don't want to put bad juju out there, but I'll go ahead and guarantee a victory. And if I lose, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do if I lose. I don't know. I was gonna say something, but then I know how you guys are, and you guys are like pressure me into doing whatever I say, even though I was definitely joking when I said it. So I'm just not gonna. I'll do something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll probably drink myself into a coma or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's again that's a weekly recap. Hey, let's have a week, boys. It's week. Fuck, is it week 4? Week 4, right? Week 4. Oh, Eric Lanier. How them Giants doing, by the way? You were really happy about 2-0 start. I missed the Monday night game, so I don't know. Let me know. I didn't watch it. I have no idea what happened. I know Saquon did pretty well. That's the edit. I forgot to tell you guys about the edit. The edit I made was before Monday. I had one player score at or above their projection. Saquon was the other one that I had to edit for. But I don't know how that game turned out. So Eric, let me know. Is anyone's team undefeated? Who we have? Trev has the Falcons. They're definitely not. Seth has the Titans. They're not undefeated. A lot of us have the Broncos. We're not undefeated. Cowboys aren't undefeated for Steven. Vikings are not undefeated for Osty. Eric's Giants. Just kidding. I do know what happened in that game, Eric. Fuck you. Who else? The Raiders. Raiders are definitely not undefeated. They're the only 0-3 team in the league. Fuck you, Raiders. Sola, bitch. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know what like Preston's favorite team is. So Preston, is your team undefeated? I have no idea. I guess I just assume that Corey's favorite team is Denver, and Ben. I guess I don't technically know that Ben's favorite team is Denver, but I'm pretty sure since Eric says Denver. Who else is there? I think that's it. Whatever. Have a week. Hope all your teams win besides you, Solo, because Broncos are whooping that ass this week. Have a week. Whatever kind of week. I don't know. Fucking hate fantasy football.